Thank you. She's gonna be a warlord. This is an unusual stream. We're gonna be in weird places doing weird things. But that's alright. Because I'm here to be weird with you. I'm gonna let you into my mind. Let you see how I think. Let you know how I feel. And let you understand where I'm gonna go. But most of all, I'm gonna tell you, welcome to my mania. Good God, that was unprofessional. I feel like a beginner. What's up, Great Sky Troll? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Nice to be here. This is Cousin Missy. That is Great Sky Troll. And we are crooked. You can barely hear me, okay? Well, that is to be expected. We're on my laptop. And I can't talk. So, you know how that goes. How about now? Can you hear me now? Right, yep. Is that better? Fat, dumb, and happy down in Georgia. Well, we're fat, intellectually happy in North Carolina. And I've got flyaways. Wrong side. Get the other side. Thank you. I feel better now. I've got contacts in so I can neither see nor read.
Yeah, I think you look great.
I look awesome. See if I can do a better job of this. How about that? Can you see everybody okay?
And you wide your frame.
Yes. You want to be like,
Yeah.
you like that better? You got to be in there with me, see? So now what? We talk, asshole. That's what? How you doing? I've been working for 3 days, toting heavy shit up and down steps and running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I'm ready to blow off some steam. I missed podcast on Wednesday because I worked so late when I got home I passed out. It's just the nature of the beast, I guess. But we got moved, and I'm back in my house. She's in a new shop, and they're, I guess, going to tear the building down, rebuild it. You're chilling like a villain? That's good. Seen any good movies? Read any good books? Had anybody write you any letters lately? Seen any family? Are you ready for Christmas? How was Thanksgiving? One of these days I'm going to take a sip of this coffee. But not today. Seems like I'm just stuck in a loop. It's cold. That was unpleasant.
Yeah. Humbug.
The only thing that, maybe if I put my cigarette out in it, it'll taste better. Just put my contacts in, because I thought, I'll do the podcast without my glasses on. I put my contacts in, and now my eyes are burning, and I'm crying like a little girl. I can't see anything. I just got finished poking myself in the eye for 30 minutes. But it looked great. I could stop blinking. Crying. So you hadn't seen this face in a while. You could say hello, Missy doll.
Thanksgiving with my dog.
Thanksgiving with your dog? You didn't have Thanksgiving with your dad? Or was that a typo? Or your wife? I had Thanksgiving with my dog. But I did get to eat at my sister's house. He says, hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm well. Nope, he was busy.
Well, be sure to tell him I said hello and thanks for still being alive. That's something. He's done better than most of our kinfolk. He seems to be better at it than everybody else is anyway. Wife and kids went to Savannah, so you were just by yourself. Why didn't you tell me? I'd have got on the stream and had Thanksgiving with you. I can see out of one eye, and it's my bad eye. You'd think I'd get better at this. Never happened. I've been blind for 45 years, and I ain't never got any better at it. But that's okay. I was hoping Darlene and April and them would pop on tonight, and they may think I'm just off this week because I missed Wednesday. But I was tired. I got home at about 7 o'clock, and I intended to do a podcast, but I sat down on that couch and it was over. I went out like a light. You drank a pint. I went to bed. Well, you know, I could think of worse ways to spend the Thanksgiving. Toasted off your ass and sleeping. Sounds like a good idea to me. But now that I've got Missy moved for the most part, now I'm going to have to start working on my house. You've got 3, 4 now. Let me see. Yep, there's 4 of us here. Hello, other people. Don't talk to the people hovering over the laptop. They're live. Hey, Darlene, how are you? I got a surprise for you.
Hi, Kelly.
Mr. Mercer's here, too. Hey, Mr. Mercer. Good to see you. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. This is my laptop, and this is Missy's shelf over here. It's not a backdrop. That's real. I can't turn that off. I got a cold cup of coffee and a half a cigarette, and I'm pissed off.
What they say? Does be pissed off and pissed on?
She's nervous. She's never done this before. I think it's looking at herself.
I don't like that.
Got down to 28 degrees. Wow. That'll shrivel anybody's nuts up. I don't think oranges like cold weather. I lived in Florida for a while. I never saw an orange with a jacket on once.
Tired.
Trying to pay attention to what I'm doing. Go away. Or sit down.
Hello, there, Darlene? Nope, you heard a feeling.
Oh, well. Can't see I'm working here. Shriveled like a stack of dimes. That would be bad. I can't even picture that. No, I can't picture it. That's terrible. That would be painful, too. And rigid. Well, that might work out in somebody's favor.
You can picture it.
So how you feeling today, Darlene? Yes, ma'am, we're all moved. We got a few odds and ends left, but we got the biggest stuff. And I'm back at my house, and she's at the new place. We got everything strode everywhere. It's been quite the adventure trying to get out of a place in 2 days, and then he shut the power off this afternoon, so that was fun. Your fish have a heater? Well, that's good. At least they won't freeze. It's a nice place that she's moved to, though. Clean and mauve.
Oh,
Are they?
have pictures.
Well, you ought to send them. They can't see it. I can't pull it up. You could text it to her, maybe. If you hold the phone up to the camera, you'll just see like a bunch of squiggly lines. Yeah. You have to run it through a converter before they can see the video. Yeah, it's pretty. They can't see it.
What's that?
I don't know. Give it. Can you see that? Look at there. Can you see it?
I don't know, I can see it. What?
Slow going, Jake. Healing, but better every day. I'm so glad to hear it. We've been so worried about you over here. I told Missy she's going to have to stay up an extra hour and talk to her Aunt Darlene, so I got her on here. She wanted to go out, though. I was holding her up like this, and she was just hanging. You're going to make it. Come on, you're going to make it. Splash her with some water.
This morning. Get back, I guess.
Not well.
Strong.
They can't see the picture well. You got to think backwards.
Yeah,
There's a little bit of a lag between them and us.
Yeah.
So when I say something, wait 10 seconds and then they hear it and then they respond and then you got to wait 10 seconds and then I see what they said. So if they say something, it's 20 seconds old and you got to think backwards to get caught up with the conversation. Are you with me yet? You're looking at now. Everything that's happening now is happening now.
happening then.
Then.
So.
Yes. Missy is my first official guest on this podcast. So, yay. And confetti and all that stuff. And I can throw some ashes on them. Missy looks so tired. She is tired. I kept her up to do this with me.
I'm sorry, Aunt Darlene.
Now is now, but we're watching then. We'll go back to then. We can't. Why? We missed it. When? Just now. When will then be now? Soon.
Who's on first?
Yeah. No, what's on first?
What's on first? Who's on second?
I'm not doing this with you.
That's a good routine. Don't drink the coffee. You
That
don't like
sucks. I know.
it. Don't drink the coffee.
Could make me a fresh pot of coffee, you know.
I could. I did earlier. And you drank it all. The whole pot. You're a pothead.
I'm It looks like she's on autopilot. Go to bed, baby.
Always on autopilot here lately.
Well, I wasn't going to miss another podcast. I missed the first one because I told them a minute ago. I got home at 7 o'clock and I intended to do a podcast on Wednesday. When I sat down on that couch, I was out. Man, I didn't wake back up till morning. Yeah, I probably will make another pot of coffee. Just getting warmed up. My night's just getting started. Theirs is going to an end. Like one of those dichotomy things. But you know, it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt. By the way, I'm wearing my contact lenses, which means I can't see a damn thing and my eyes burn. But I got contacts. And they tell me it's a good thing.
It's not what he wanted.
You thought you slept through it? I didn't know if you were on or not. No, I missed it. I was out. I worked all day, and I was tired, and I slept through it. But I wasn't going to miss it today. Not for nobody's money. I had to be here. Kevin and April sent me a text. I guess they were wondering. They didn't ask me where I was. They were just like, yo, what's up? And I didn't reply. I was just out. Maybe they'll come on. Maybe they won't. I'm kind of excited to get back to my house, though. I got the power cut back on. Still don't have any water, but I got the power cut back on. And there's mildew everywhere, and the floors are rotten. I got to tear up the floors and replace the floors. Replace the kitchen counter. You hadn't seen them? They hadn't been online today? I'm sure they'll pop in eventually. She's usually about 10 minutes in. But I do have one room in my house that's not affected badly, so I'm going to stay in that room and work out of that. Just kind of do one room at a time until I get it fixed again. Got my grass cut. Got all my stuff moved back in. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of money. But it needs to be done. It's my house, so I've got to take care of it. And I've been gone for 2 years, so it's time to get back home. It's amazing what 2 years damage will do, though. I was actually shocked when I saw it. I didn't expect it to be that bad, but it was. So I've actually got 3 rooms I got to put a new floor in, but one room is like a little tiny square room, little 6x6 size room. You know, the one off to the side of the kitchen. That floor, the kitchen floor and the living room floor, about halfway through is rocked. Just falling through. Got to rip up the carpet. Yeah, I'm glad to be home too. I don't know if I'm going to put carpet back in it or not. I might go hardwood floors. I haven't decided. Whatever's cheaper for sure, but I don't know if it's going to be carpet. I might just get a couple of area rugs and throw down in there. Pango? What is that? Pergo? What is that?
There's a rubber-based wood-looking floor.
Oh.
It's got a lot of give to it.
I know what you're talking about.
It's excellent flooring, and if I ever did a house, pergo floor was what I'd use.
Something tells me that's not going to be on the cheap side, though. And I don't have a lot to work with. I live off of the money that most people buy drinks with. So, you know, I got to live within my means. There's no tile or anything like that going on. I might have to go OSB. I don't know. I don't want to, but
Doing the same thing within 5 to 10 years.
When you're talking about $25, $30 a sheet, good versus $13 a sheet, sometimes it makes sense to do OSB. But that's the reason my floor's caving in, because he did OSB when he built the floor. So if it was plywood, it wouldn't be caving in.
So do something different.
And I'm probably going to have to replace my ducts, too. I don't know for sure yet until I get the floor up and look at it, but they may be bad, too. But, yeah, I got my work cut out for me for the next couple months. That's what I'm planning. I got to replace a roof, So when I get the loan, I'm putting a floor in. Oh, you're getting a loan. I can't get a loan. I'm a poor frog. You see, when I was a little tadpole, I decided to leave home. And I got my little nappy sack together and I put it on the end of a stick and I stowed it over my shoulder and I went hopping off the lily pad. And I hopped straight off the lily pad and I went right on downtown and I saw the First National Bank. Said, please apply for loans here, and I went in. I walked up to the counter and I said, excuse me, ma'am. And she turned around and she said, oh, what a cute little frog. How can I help you? And I said, what's your name? She says, my name is Miss Patty Black. I said, well, Miss Patty Black, I'm Frog and I'm here to apply for a loan. And she says, well, I'll have to run your credit, of course. And do you have anything of collateral? I said, well, I've just got what's in my nappy sack here. Not much, but it's all that I've got. She says, well, I have to check with my manager. I can't just approve a loan. So let me check with him and see if he'll take that as collateral. And she went back and she saw her manager. And she'd come back out a few minutes later. She says, well, can you give me an idea what's in the nappy sack? I said, not much, just some knickknacks and some clothes. That's about all I've got. And she says, okay, well, let me go see. She went back in and talked to her manager. She says, Mr. Manager, there's a frog out here. He's got a nappy sack full of clothes and knickknacks, and he's applied for a loan. And the manager looked her right in the eyes. He says, I don't give frogs loans. She says, well, he's got collateral. He says, it's a knickknack, Patty Black. You can't give the frog a loan.
Yeah. Not quite how it worked, but yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm waiting for the crickets.
I hear them all the time. Don't hear them? Oh, okay.
And that was Story Hour with Jake and Missy. Speak up, y'all ain't talking a whole lot. Don't make me carry the load. There's a wildcat loose in here. You're out of cricket. So I'm out of charm, so we're even. I'm so tired I can't even think straight. But that's how she rolls. And I don't like the setup. I don't have any of my stuff with me. I don't have my microphone. I don't have a green screen. I don't have lights. I'm at the wrong angle. I'm on my bad side. It's been a long day, that's right. Mr. Mercer was there. He was helping out almost the whole day. Him and his son. We got a lot moved. You could fish up a cicada. It's possible that that would do. You're visible. But at least you're connected. I'm thinking I missed something. Are you saying I'm visible on Facebook or YouTube, I mean? But at least you're connected. Nope, I didn't miss anything. That's all it takes. I have no idea what you're talking about. 20 seconds. That must be the lag time. I don't have a very good connection at this juncture. Let me see what the statistics say. There is 5 people here. Says I have a good connection, but not a great one. Yeah. It says I have very low video resolution. So that's probably why. One other thing I could probably do here. That's already set for low latency. We lost somebody. Oh no. And we gained them back. They're back. Oh well. It'll just have to do. This is the best I can come up with right now. I have no internet, so just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, but at least I'm here. I got you. I understand what you're saying now. You have to go get smokes? I just bought a machine. I can make my own cigarettes now. Don't you listen to me on a phone? Carry your phone with you. I don't know why I'm off the edge of the screen here. You see that? Is that better? How are you on without internet? It's my sister's internet at her house. It's not
weak.
It's very weak.
Yeah.
It's some
satellite
internet that ain't very good. Whereas the internet where I was at is excellent. And when I get back into my house and get everything squared away, I'll get some excellent internet at my house. But first comes the floor. You know how it is. Walking and all. You quit. I'm done. No more cigs for me. Wow. I'm proud of you. Unfortunately, my mama didn't raise no quitter. So we have massive widespread voter fraud. I knew that. But not enough to sway the election. Anyone smell that? I do. Think I stepped in it. I am proud of you though, Darlene. That's a hard thing to do. If you can do it, power to you. I respect that.
That was rude. It's probably trying to sniff the screen.
I want you to do whatever it takes to get better and get stronger because I'm ready to fight and I need my Darlene to get strong enough to fight. And the House passed the legal marijuana bill. Yeah, I heard about that. As it passed the Senate. Yeah, they're probably going to decriminalize marijuana across the United States. They've been wanting to do that for a while. I don't really know why they haven't done it yet, other than just hanging on to that drug war thing. But they've been talking about it for 10 years. It's time. Just do it already. Nobody gives a shit. Smoke all the weed you want. I'm crashing. See you tomorrow. I'll see you, buddy. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Trump said if it comes to him, he will sign it. I think he should. He thinks he should. I think they should decriminalize all drugs. It's nobody's business what I put in my body. Damn sure ain't the government's business. Built an aquaponics system for that event. Well, I'm sure you'll get to use it soon. Legally, I mean. I know you're already using it, but legally. I tell you what, though. if they decriminalized marijuana across the United States and allowed people to start growing and selling, we'd get pretty close to balancing the budget in just a few years. I believe that. And broccoli.
Georgia tomatoes roll well too.
Well, if you grow some Georgia tomatoes, you need to box me up a box of them and send them up here. Because I'm starving for some Georgia tomatoes.
And how the grandbaby's doing.
Tell her how your babies are doing.
Oh Lord. They think they're all grown. One's ready to move out and the other one's going to move out. Elizabeth is in high school, but amid the COVID, she doesn't want to go to school because the schools have a lot of COVID. So she's wanting to stay home. Kimberly's ready to spread her wings and fly. Elizabeth thinks she's ready to spread her wings and fly.
My old son. Here she comes. I tell you what, I don't know what to think about all this COVID stuff. I know it's out there. I know people are getting sick. But I just can't reconcile the numbers they're throwing out. Joe Biden said today that by Christmas, 250,000 Americans would die.
Only 2,800 have died at all from any type of really related COVID cases. They just stated that today on the news.
Darlene says, believe me, they will be back. Babies. Agenda 21, yeah. You have some tomatoes that survived that 28 degrees night growing up against the heated tank. Well, when they get big, send me a couple of them. I'll make me a big old fat nasty tomato sandwich. Yeah, if 250,000 people died, that's more people that died in the Civil War. That's terrible. Where are all the bodies? I don't get it. Every day, I hear them say the number 200,000. Every day. So if 200,000 people are dying every day and there's only 300 million people in the whole country, give or take a few Mexicans, where is everybody? I'm not expecting them to survive. Well, maybe you should cover them up with some plastic or something. Give them a little warmth. Yum, that sounds good, tomato sandwiches. Yeah, it does sound good, especially a Georgia tomato. They're not as good up here. They taste like water. They've got no flavor at all. But a good old fat Georgia tomato, man, there ain't nothing better than that on a sandwich. Some mayonnaise and some bread.
Salt and pepper.
A little salt and pepper. That's almost a meal right by itself.
Bacon.
You don't put bacon on a tomato sandwich unless you got lettuce.
And people see it is. And it was born.
You believe the vaccine will have side effects that will
Fertility.
it'll lead to infertility in males? Maybe. I don't know. I know one thing. You ain't sticking me with one. I'm going to wait at least a year. And I'm not even going to ask for one unless I get sick. If I get sick, then I'll take a vaccine. But if I'm not sick, you ain't giving me a vaccine. I think that's ridiculous. Boy, that light makes my head look awful wrinkly. Look at that. Doesn't work.
Raise your eyebrows. No, the other way. No, the other way. No, never mind. There you go.
Have a giant Italian beefsteak tomato. That and cherry tomatoes.
Let's get tomatoes.
Yeah.
Got tomatoes about that big.
I don't like cherry tomatoes, but I like them big nasty ones.
Big.
Nah, I don't like the skin on them. I don't like apples for the same reason. If you peel them, I'll eat them, but I ain't eating them with the skin on them. If you get sick, it's too late. You see any concern in that eye? Or that one?
Doesn't matter if you can't see anyway.
I don't care. Bring it on, COVID. Squint, please. I ain't worried about it the slightest bit. I'll take it. I'll take it and I'll show it who's boss. You hear my voice? That's when I think I had COVID, back before they started talking about it, back in January. And then I heard on the news yesterday that China had just admitted to the fact that they had propagated it in America before they told us about it. So it had been here for several months before they ever knew we had it. I think I had it back then because I was sick for like 5 months and I lost my voice entirely. And when it came back, I've been having breathing problems and my voice isn't right. Yeah, January. That's why you don't eat peaches, because of the fuzz. Well, I could do something with that, but I'm going to leave it alone since there's a lot of ladies around. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been sick since January pretty much. You had a January case of the most fearsome flu I ever had. COVID, I'm telling you. That's what I had. I think it swept through here like a damn tornado back in January. Whoa, I can see. Now I can't see. I think my contacts are crooked.
Clients coming in October, November, December talking about being sick and couldn't breathe and couldn't hardly shake it and took so long to get over it, but they got over it.
COVID, I'm telling you.
Oh.
14 funerals in 1 week. You had 14 funerals in 1 week?
Our Lord Magnum.
You knew 14 people that died in 1 week? I don't know, man. I don't know anybody that knows anybody personally that died. And I know a lot of people. Everybody always says, well, I have a cousin who did such and such, or I know somebody who knew somebody who such and such, or there's somebody over there in the hospital, my neighbor or somebody. But nobody personally knows anybody. Up here anyway. And you live on a main street? Well, you know, and I'm not trying to be facetious here, but people die. They do every day. I think you might just been looking for it. And I'm sure there's seasons where lots of people die, you know. But 90% of what I've seen of the COVID has been comorbidities, people that have other problems, and they die. And I'm sure that COVID pushes them over the edge, but you had a flood of nursing. Oh, yeah. Now, a lot of people in the nursing homes are dying, that's for sure. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, because he lives on the main road that goes right by his house. Welcome to the end of a thought process.
Yeah. I'm very tired. I want to go to bed now. Yeah. Hey, quit.
Those were all ancient. I don't know what the deal is with the nursing homes, man. Why they're doing something. No vaccine. I'm good.
Talking out the elderly, they're pulling out that population that's affecting finances and what have you.
Could be. I think there's something fishy going on with this COVID. I don't know what it is exactly. I can't put my finger on it. But I think it has to do with this great reset everybody's talking about. And I think that it's going to get bad before it gets better. So my advice would be to hunker down and be prepared and have your ducks in a row and have your food, have some water stored up just in case. Make sure your gun's clean and your bullets are handy. And stock up on some deer meat. Whatever you got to do, just be ready because I think it's going to get bad. Bible says the end of the world's got to come. Might as well be now. You're mostly prepared. I'm getting that way, slowly but surely. Darlene, you ready? You got your go bag prepared and your prepper closet full of food and canned goods and stuff?
Yeah, but we can't find the can opener.
I can get in it with a knife. I'm hungry. I personally want to save up a little gasoline and a little water and some rice and things like that. You wanted a zombie apocalypse, not a ground war? You're not ready for anything.
I make feel this, Aunt Charlene.
Tell all them youngins to go out and start collecting canned goods. Bring it to the house. And non-perishables. Culture war, race war. I don't need your silver wall. Now. It's funny how poignant songs are from our past.
Past.
I'll accept the mantle of warlord. I'll accept the mantle of get off my lawn or I'll blow you away with this cruise missile I built listening to ZZ Top. I ain't bullshitting. I can't have no youngins traipsing through my yard. I get a little antsy. I've been alone way too long. It's with a heavy heart and hand that I rule. I hear you, brother. You keep them subjects in line. I'm the Bruce Willis of this apocalypse. I'm old, I'm wore out, I'm barefooted, but I'll blow your ass away if you come up that elevator. Yippee-ki-yay, Mozzie Fozzie. I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. I love that song.
Yeah.
Have you heard the revised version of it? You just hang on a second. Let me know if you guys can hear this. If my computer will ever go anywhere. Hang on a second, I hadn't started just yet. The cops have dressed like stormtroopers with badge numbers on the front and back like football jerseys. Yeah, cops get a little bit weird sometimes, man. I don't know what to think about them all the time. Are you on the internet right now? Can you hear that? And that's YouTube for you. I better stop that or be messing with my live stream.
But check it out.
Yeah, go watch that.
I think I'm gonna make you a pot of coffee, and I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Please do.
All
And
right.
please don't.
And don't even tell him.
Citizens have required ID, but who will ask for it? You just blew my mind. I'm gonna blow your mind. I know. Joe Biden. Come on, man. Treating on a ship under pressure. At a cap. And I mean it. I know I'm falling asleep. Sorry, Jake. That's okay, darling. You deserve it. Missy just sat on her ass and did nothing all day while I did all the heavy lifting. Zombie Joe. Yeah. I love you too. Don't forget about that coffee.
I won't forget about the coffee, baby. That's what I was getting at today. I love you guys. Nice hanging out. Next time, maybe I'll be more lively.
She's lying. She goes to bed with the chickens.
I really do. Like 6:30. So the sun goes down, I go down.
Dead army of voters. I'm telling you what. There was some weird stuff going on with them voting. I was watching at 4:30 in the morning. I watched it close. And I'm telling you, it went from Trump leading 750,000 votes. And at 5 o'clock, it goes, pow, Joe Biden straight up on the graph. Just above him. Trump was way ahead to just barely losing. And it stayed that way all the way through. And then every day, Joe's numbers kept rising and Trump's just stayed the same. That's not how elections work. And Darlene said good night, Missy. She loves you. And Great Sky Troll said he loved you too. She loves y'all too. Trying to stay awake. These pills put me out. Poor old Missy doll looks so tired. We are tired. We had a long couple of days. We moved like $50,000 worth of equipment in 2 days. Upstairs and downstairs to 2 different locations. 3 different locations because we have a storage shed too. In 2 days. And then they cut the power off on us. We had to limp across the finish line in the dark. You have video evidence of Georgia fraud? Well, then I hope that the Supreme Court will do their job and say Trump won the election, because he did. I saw it. He won the election. Anybody else on any other election, they would have called it Trump the night of the election. But they were bound and determined not to. Here's my cup, Miss Dog. I ought to take that video evidence and cram it right down Nancy Pelosi's wicked old mouth. And Darlene, I wrote a song about them pills. Them pills, them pills, them damn pills. I gotta get my prescription filled. Them pills, them pills, them damn pills are gonna lead me to an early grave. The hell you say? Then don't worry about it. I'll drink water like a slave. Yeah, I like it. It's a good song, ain't it? Yeah, my hands are sweating and my knees are weak. I can't eat and I can't sleep. My skin is crawling like a picked up fleas. Coughing, sneezing, burning up while I'm freezing. I think I take a couple pills to get back on my feet and do it all over again. If I had my guitar, I'd play it for you for sure, but it's a good lullaby too. I think this is the first podcast that April and Kevin have missed. When you see them, tell them I missed them. And tell them that I didn't miss the podcast on purpose. I slept through it. It's a good song. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Every now and then I write a decent one. You think my songs are good, you ought to see my song list. For every good song I write, there's about 40 that suck. You don't hardly ever see them? Well, that's not good. I think she'd be right by your side. Do you need somebody right by your side? I'll come right now. I will pack up the truck tonight and head that way. Tell me if you need me. There ain't no reason you should be by yourself in your condition. I talked to April about this, and I told her to take care of you. When you say the word, Just say the word. Just mumble it. You don't even have to finish it. Just mumble it, and I'll get in the truck and head that way. Somebody needs to be there. Maybe thank you. I got Joe and Sonny here. Okay. Well, at least there's somebody there taking care of you. Don't worry about you. When my mama got sick, I didn't leave her side, except for once, but I kind of had to. But she had a good number of people taking care of her, so it wasn't like I had to be there. And I'm sorry. I thought she would be right there taking care of you and waiting on your hand and foot and everything else. I would, and I wouldn't even ask questions. You say the word and I'm on the way. Simple as that. Anytime, day or night, doesn't matter. Hear me when I tell you. All you gotta do is say the word and I'll come running. I mean it. You get to feeling like you ain't well taken care of or somebody's neglecting you, you tell me and I'll put a stop to that shit right now. And I'm sorry I'm not there now. I wish I could be. But if you need me, I'll make it work. I do have some ways. If I gotta ride my bike down there, I'll get there. No, I understand. Maybe she's just busy. Maybe she's at work. I just want you to know that you're taken care of. And if you feel like you're not, please tell me. Or tell somebody to tell me. Tell you the truth, kind of wish I never left Florida, but kind of needed to at the time. And it seemed like the right thing to do. But I don't want to think about you out there doing without anything or needing something and can't get up and go get it. Can't get nobody to bring it to you. That just tears me up thinking about that. I appreciate it, but I'm on the mend now. Hopefully uphill from here. Joe and Sonny are taking good care of me, plus nurses twice a week, so I'm okay. I feel better now. Thank you. That matters what I feel, but I want to make sure my Aunt Darlene's okay. I love you. And when Mama went, I was right there on her side. I wouldn't let nobody get near her. I was holding her hand on. I could feel people wanting to sit where I was at, and I wasn't moving for nobody. Nobody said anything, but I could tell, you get that feeling like everybody's staring at the back of your neck. I wasn't going nowhere. That was my mama. I think I did right by her. feel like I did anyway. There she is. Hey, hello. I'm all late tonight. I have all 3 boys. Hello, my mama. How are you this evening and all? We were just talking about you. Glad to see you. You missed Missy. She was on here a minute ago. She might pop her head back in and say hello. I know where you should have been. I'm glad you were there. I am too. I almost missed it too. I was out of town for 2 weeks right before that. I got to spend the last 2 weeks with her and I was happy about that. But hey, Missy, do you feel like popping your head in and saying hello to Abe? She's coming. It takes her a while to walk across the kitchen. She's kind of feeble.
Coffee.
Where's Kev at tonight? Is he with you? Hello, Kev, if you're there. I'm here, just very late. Hello, Missy and Jake and Mama and Great Sky Troll. What's up? Ceiling fan. And me. No, I'm just kidding. It's been quite an eventful week. Hello, back at you. Hey, Darlene, were you guys there? I know Laura was there because she got mad at me waking her up in the morning right before Mom went. Thank you, honey. I think you were there. Mr. Mercer was here, but I think he checked out and went to sleep. There's Missy.
Oh.
She says you're beautiful.
What?
You are so hideous to me. Can't you see? Because I can't.
How was that again?
Do I?
Hello, my April.
It's a nice cup of coffee. I was on my way, got there about 7, and she was already passed. I kind of thought that. I wasn't real sure though. Laura was there. There were a few people there, but I don't remember who all. I think Missy was there, and Laura was there. I thought you were there, but I wasn't real sure. And I think David was there. And it's just that whole week was a blur to me. I mean, it was just people in and out and in my face, and somebody bitched at me for smoking, and I snapped at them. And
I had no right to say anything.
it was just one of those weeks, you know. I was trying to get everything that she wanted done the way she wanted it done, and everybody wanted me to do it a different way, and I'm not the kind of guy that listens to people when they tell me to do things a different way, and, you know, it was just one of those weeks. But we got through it. We survived. I just stopped in to check condition my condition was in. If I could remember that song, I'd come back with another line, but I can't remember it.
quiet.
Come a chameleon. I stopped by to let people know I am still UGG. Still alive, still UGG. Well, you're not going to stay? You can't leave now. You just got here. I didn't leave when you got here.
He has all the boys.
Well, I am a boy.
I said all those boys. How many boys she has now?
No.
The little ones, her grandbaby.
The hell you say? It was just like any other death. I mean, you know, life comes, it goes. I know where she's at, so it wasn't like I was distraught, but losing your mama's hard. Especially when she's your best friend and has been your whole life. It'd be one thing if I didn't like the old bag. Then I'd be like, whatever. So what? Now I get a house. But it wasn't like that. She was my best friend. I loved her.
Did you still call my mom an old bag?
No, I called her theoretical mom an old bag who doesn't exist. Try to stick with the metaphors here. No. I'm here to stay. Is that a cat I hear?
Those good ears.
He must. I don't hear a cat. How do you hear a cat? Losing her was like losing a quarter of my heart. Nothing tasted the same afterwards. Nothing smelt good. I couldn't find joy in anything. The world was darker. It felt like it was raining all the time. It's not a pleasant thing that I went through there. But it wasn't grief like you would think it is. It wasn't like throw yourself over the casket and beg and cry and none of that. I still haven't cried. Not like that. I have in private, but not like that. And it was like a part of my heart went away. It still feels that way. I'm just more used to it now. I still see something funny and turn to say something to her and realize she's not there. That still happens. Things that I would normally share with her, you know, I would think, man, I'd like to say that to mama. Oh yeah, can't pick up the phone and call her. I don't hear a cat either. It's bugging me. It might be your tumor buzzing. Is that in bad taste? I can't tell. You know I love you anyway. Do you smell toast? That would be bad. Unless you're cooking toast.
That would be quite normal.
I thought I was having a stroke once, but it turned out I just had gas really bad. I don't know, the whole left side of my body went numb. Then I farted. It was okay. That was terrible even for me. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. It's my fault. I'm in a weird mood. Must be the laptop. The lack of light and the wrong angle.
Maybe it's the very lightweight coffee.
Could be. Spiked me with something. You put a little ergot in my coffee?
Oh.
That's a medieval reference. And Darlene's having fun finally. I knew I'd get you somewhere along the way. Maybe a tumor. It's not a tumor. Oh, don't leave. You just said you were here to stay.
I love you, April. Have a good night. Kiss the boys for me.
Love you too. And I was joking, by the way. Don't get all upset at me.
You're not upset at you. Just because she's got to go. She has the boys there.
I worked all day. We all got problems.
But she has. And babies, I want to hug and love on them.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Mm.
Anyway. I'm trying desperately to come up with funny things to talk about. And my brain is just idling at half past dead. That didn't even make sense. That's how bad it is. Must be the mold. Could be. If my humor takes a nosedive, it's because I've been ingesting sake bacha in copious amounts. I wouldn't worry about it, though, unless I start seizing or something. You do that. I'm going to smoke another cigarette and get off here. It's almost 10 o'clock anyway. I love you. Thanks for joining the podcast. Get the hell out of my frame. It's half past dead. Yeah. Half past brain dead. Well, I hope April didn't get upset because I joked about her thing. I was just teasing. So touchy. Well, if it makes you feel better, I have a small penis. That's not true, but you can think that if it makes you feel better. I hate these new cigarettes that keep going out every time you stop sucking on them. Missy said good night and she loves you. She's praying for you and thinking about you always. She gets stressed easy. I know. But I didn't mean to stress her. I was just joking. I do that sometimes. I don't mean nothing by it. Sometimes I let my mouth write checks that my brain can't cash, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, if it makes it any better, understand the mindset of a comedian. The job is to find the worst, most uncomfortable, bad things and find something funny about it. You're subverting expectation. The whole idea is to make something humorous that is not humorous. So if I come across as saying something that you thought was in bad taste, know that it was said in bad taste only to make light of it so that it isn't so severe. Not because I feel that way. It's just the nature of talking it to a camera. And I hope she knows that. I do love her. And I enjoy her presence, and I wasn't trying to insult her or offend her in any way. And the only reason I think that is because she just said, I'm here to stay. And then she said, I got to go right after I said that. So I don't know if I did or not. Probably just the kids. And they have a lot. 3 of them. Yep. Probably so. But if you happen to talk to her, just make sure to mention that I was just talking shit. I didn't mean it. And it probably sounded funnier in my head than it did out loud. And that's all the apologizing I'm doing. Good. I'm so glad to see you up and talking. I have been worried about you a lot this past couple of weeks. You didn't hear it? You didn't hear what? Oh, I know. That's why I was joking about it. I was trying to make light of a bad situation in a funny way. And I didn't think it was a secret, or I wouldn't have said anything. Many prayers. Believe me, I'm praying about that one too. The other thing. Yeah. I didn't really say a joke about it. I just said it was buzzing when she said she heard a cat. I said, maybe it's the tumor buzzing. It was a response. Sometimes that happens. I didn't think about it before it came out of my mouth. I didn't know if that would offend her or not, but I wasn't intending to. But hopefully not. Hopefully she knows my humor by now. And that was done with love, whether it sounded like it or not. I do know the severity of it, and I do understand the concept and the consequences. And I'm really hoping that that's better. That it's something that can be fixed. So you thought it was funny, so there you go. Maybe it wasn't as weird in my head as I thought it was. Maybe I'm stressing out about nothing. She might not have even heard me. I don't know. But just let her know that I love her and that I wasn't trying to do nothing bad. We're all good. No more apologies. Don't I have pretty crooked eyes? It's so weird not wearing glasses. I've been wearing glasses for 40 years, and now I'm not, and I feel strange. I feel like I can't see even when I can see. Does that make any sense? It's like my eyeballs are expecting to not work. But I'm wearing contacts, and you can see my crooked green eyes and my well-broken nose. That's the life of a fool, thinking out loud. I look good without them? Thank you. I feel like my face is twisted to the side. It's weird though, because like I can see, but my brain is telling me that I can't see. You know what I mean? Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. His character, rugged good looks. I got that Sam Elliott face. If Sam Elliott didn't have a mustache and had been kicked by a horse. Power of suggestion. Yep. I'll get used to them though. I've only been wearing them about a week. Let's go to bed. Well, go to bed, honey. You ain't got to stay up for me. I appreciate you though, and I love you. I'm glad you're here. There's still 4 people watching, so I got to keep talking till 10 o'clock anyway. But it's almost 10 o'clock now. How about this? Please like, subscribe, and share. Press that bell icon so you'll get notifications when I'm going to be here, and I will be here. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Bless me, curse me, cuss me, talk to me. Don't talk to me. Talk to somebody else. Just leave it in my comments. Hit those likes up. Every little bit helps. If you really want to support me, though, go to paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand, which is not on the screen right now because I'm on a different computer that isn't set up for that. Either way, if you want to help, help. If you don't, keep watching. I'll say something that you like eventually. Try to hang on. Try to hang on. Don't try. Go to bed. I love you. Have a great night, and I'll see you on Sunday. Don't give that atheist a walloping one way or another. We'll make it happen. Anyway, it is 10 o'clock, so I'm going to get out of here and go to bed myself. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you then. C'est la vie. Que sera, sera.